Kayla is about to go live online. Catch All Out Monster hit music, All Out celebrity interviews, All Out showbiz and sports news, All Out fun, an exclusive on the Monster. Catch the stream on the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Your All Out hosts, Rico Robles and Kayla Rivera. Stand by and enjoy the program.
It's definitely gonna come in hot for you. Why? Because when we have two rising artists doing their own thing, representing Asia, it gets bigger. But what happens when they unite and they form great things? They do say that tofu is the most delicious thing ever, but it's very delicate to make. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on the show. For the first time, we have Ranga and we have Shai. They are called Tofu. What's up, guys?
Hey, guys. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey, thank you guys for joining us today. How are you guys both doing? Maybe Shai goes first.
I'm good. I'm cold because I'm not in Singapore right now. I'm in Korea. So it's been below zero. So it's been minus quite majority of the time I've been here. So I'm not used to that because Singapore is so warm. Yeah.
So can you imagine that, right? You're like in Singapore, just raining in the evening, and then very warm. Then bam, freeze cold weather. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be something else. Ranga, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. It's raining right now, I think. Yeah, which is nice.
Where are you joining us from?
Singapore. I'm in Singapore.
SG, that's what it's all about. Now, tell us the story, okay? How was the group formed? I guess we'll start, Ranga. How were you guys formed, and what was the expectation when you guys were forming this collaboration?
Yeah, so this whole project came about when Joel, aka Gentle Bones, he approached me on Instagram about if I was interested in doing a duo project for his label, Young Lee Records. And of course I said yes, but when I said yes, I didn't know it was going to be Shai. So I only found that out afterwards. And I was really excited when we got Shai on board. And that's how we kind of made this project come to life.
And I mean, like, before your collaboration, had you already known Shai? Were you guys friends?
I didn't really know her. We did a project about a year or 2 years ago for this Christmas thing, but we didn't really talk that much. So only for this tofu project, we got close.
I see. So, I mean, okay, so you guys have your three song EP that is coming out, or actually it came out already on November 25th.
It's out, yeah.
So it's titled This Is How It Ends. Why is it titled This Is How It Ends? And maybe if you guys can just tell us a little bit more about the EP. Shai?
I think the EP touches on like 3 different topics. So we have the first song that released Will Be All Right, and that's sort of about how I think everyone overthinks and we worry too much about the future and also about the past, which is I think quite relatable. And then we have I Want to Be a Kid Again, and that's sort of like a little nostalgic kind of song because I'm pretty sure everyone has thought of wanting to be a kid again or wanting to be like back in primary school and just playing with their friends. And then the last song, This Is How It Ends, is more of a love song. It's just a relationship slowly. Boo. Yeah.
With the music,
Yeah,
I love it.
There's some music in the background while we interview you guys, and it has the fireworks. You're like,
Perfect timing. That's
right.
awesome.
I mean, with everything that's going along, of course, with the collaboration, I mean, with you getting your billboard in Asia, how was that? I mean, in New York City, in Times Square, how was that experience?
I still have no idea how it happened. I just got an email saying that, Spotify would like to feature you on the Equal campaign, which is the campaign to support female musicians around the globe. And then they said, you're going to be on a billboard in Times Square. So in my head, I've seen photos, But when you're there and you see how humongous the thing is, it's very unbelievable. And up till now, it doesn't feel real at all. Yeah.
You personally went there to actually see your billboard?
We were planning on going. So because my mom has a friend that she hasn't seen in a while and she lives in San Francisco. So since we were going, we were like, why don't we head to New York? Because I've never been to New York. And we managed to see it. It isn't there like constant, so you kind of have to wait for like the different ads to pass. So if you miss it, you have to wait until it comes on again. Yeah.
So imagine with that big scale. I mean, with you guys uniting for this, when you guys did the work for of course the groundwork for the EP. I mean, how was it creatively? Who was making the beats? Who was the one writing the lyrics? Was it more of like we'll share it for a bit? Is it you, Ranga, that's making the beats? How did it go?
Yeah, so pretty much the 3 songs were all produced by me, and Joel helped with the writing. So did Chai as well. But for the bulk of it, I kind of produced it myself. So like I said, the funny thing is when I was doing the demos and producing the songs, I didn't know it was gonna be Shy, but I kind of knew what sort of sound I wanted Tofu to sound like. It was like basically pop minimal sounding, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Shy did help write for "I Want to Be a Kid Again" for the verse 2 and the bridge, and the rest were done by me and Joel.
So I mean, in the process of creating the songs, how do you start? Do you start with the lyrics or do you start with the music? How do you get like the topic that you want to write about? Take us through your process.
For me personally, I need something to work with. I can't just write lyrics. It's very rare for me to do that. At least I need some chords or a beat or something to get the creative flow going. And for the topics, it just kind of, yeah, it just kind of happened. I didn't pre-plan anything.
Now, with collaborations happening from different artists, especially in the pandemic times, that everything is just online, people hooked up their studios already, having nice setups at home that you don't have to really go to an actual studio. Do you guys have any tips for people out there who are open to collaborating? What are the do's and don'ts?
Ooh, the do's and don'ts of collaborating. I guess just be friendly. I don't know. Just make sure that you're easy to work with and you take constructive feedback really well. I guess that's it. Is there anything else to add, Shai?
I think being open to new ideas is very important as well, because for me, this project was out of my comfort zone in the sense of it's a genre that I've not meddled with like ever. So it's usually I make more indie bedroom pop kind of stuff, but this is very pop, which is something I've never done before. And I think when you work with different people, not only should you be open to like different ideas, but also different kind of styles, because you never know if you don't try. So at least now I know how I sound on a pop track. Yeah.
And do you see yourself, as a follow-up question, do you see yourself making more pop tracks? This is the new route now for 2023, years so ahead. Is the new Shy?
There is a new Shy sound, but it's not pop yet. It's something I've been wanting to try, so we'll just have to wait and see. But I think I would definitely work with Ranga again if I were to want to produce a pop track. I think he has a very good ear for like sounds and melodies. So yeah, and working with him was really fun.
And I mean, I'm just gonna touch also on Shy that you're a bedroom artist. Like, I mean, you're self-taught and you make your music in your bedroom. I mean, is there any advice you can give to other artists that are also in the same position? I mean, what kind of gear are they, like the essentials that they should have, and like what are the do's and don'ts maybe of being a bedroom artist and producer?
I think one of the reasons that Ranga and I got along very well was also because we're both producers and we don't have a professional studio, so we work from home in our rooms. And for me, how I started was really the bare necessities. So I had GarageBand on my laptop, which is free if you have a Mac. And then I used my, the earpiece, the Apple earpiece. That was before AirPods were out. So
Mhm.
there was the microphone on the earpiece, and that's what I used
This
to
one.
record. Yeah, the one that Ranga is using. Yeah, that's what I used to record because I didn't have a microphone, and I I was still studying, and like it was my first time doing it. I wasn't sure what to get, so I was like, okay, I'll just use this for now. And then I think trying out different microphones to see what fits you, because everyone's voice is different, and no matter how much you EQ it or you edit it, it does make a difference knowing what microphone suits your voice best. So
Mhm.
for me now, my setup is still just my microphone now. I do have a microphone now, and then my interface and my laptop. Yeah, that's
Mm.
all.
We're learning producer 101, right?
Uh-huh.
From all this. It's really the drive of what you have, and it's not really having the most expensive gear. If you're not gonna put it to use, then nothing will be written, right? And as
Yeah.
far as getting, I mean, being a beat producer and a songwriter, two different things, two different animals to actually deal with. Now, for you guys, was it tougher when you were writing songs first, or was the beat producing a lot more tougher for you guys?
Mm, I
For
think
me,
for
writing
me, oh
lyrics,
yeah,
lyrics
same,
are
same, same,
harder
same.
because
Yes,
I
yes,
always
yes.
start with a instrumental first,
Mhm.
and I think that's how Ranga did it as well for this EP. So
Yeah.
I think lyrics need a bit more thought, because these are words and these are emotions that you have to translate into
Mm.
sentences. So yeah.
For those that are tuning in, we have Rango, we have Shai. They are joining us. They're part of the group Tofu. It is a 3-song collaboration that they got out. Of course, the EP is out now. Do grab a copy of it. Now, when you get your beats produced, how do you guys test it out? Do you have a friend at a bar or at a club who DJs, or do you just put it on? You have people from the radio, or sample it on your cell phone, Ranga?
I kind of go through a bunch of like audio output process. So once AirPods, if it sounds good in the AirPods, I think it sounds good overall. And then I'll test on my speakers and even iPhone speakers. And I do have friends who have proper studios, and I do send it to them to just help how it sounds in a proper studio setting. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
And I mean, in terms of like when a song is finished, or actually rather, how do you know when a song is finished? How do you know when
Oh
to let go of it?
yeah.
Hmm.
Do you
I
go with a very strict rule of 3 instruments only, 4 instrument only, or is it more of like, okay, we're putting a lot of these, kind of thing?
I think it's a feeling because
Yeah.
um there have been some songs that I've put out where it's like I want to do more, but you kind of reach that point where it's doing too much. And I think, yeah, it's really just a feeling because for every
Yeah.
song it's different.
Mhm.
That's for me personally. It's like you just know when it's done or when it needs a bit more work.
And as producers, for you guys, what was that one instrument that you've been wanting to put in the song, but you never had a chance to put? Is it a saxophone, a triangle, a dog barking in the background? What's that one sound that you've been wanting to like sample or use?
I think a flute for me. I haven't used the flute in any songs.
Hmm.
So if you were to
Um,
use a flute, what would be the sound? If can you imagine the beat that you got in there?
Probably just like long singular notes in the background or
Mhm.
like a catchy melody.
Be like
Hmm.
Pocahontas, right? Walking.
Yeah.
How about you, Shy?
there's this instrument that I think is really cool. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it doesn't require touch. So it's I think called a
Oh yeah.
theremin or something, but it's really
Tiffany.
cool.
Something like that.
You
Yeah, it's like
it
you do that.
plays with like the frequencies in the air. So if
Uh,
you move this, well, I don't know how to explain, but you don't touch anything. You touch air and it makes a
Yeah.
note, which I think is so cool. Yeah,
like, yeah,
yeah.
like a timpani. Timpani. Is that right? Timpani?
I'm not too
Yeah.
sure actually. I'm curious now.
Time to research.
Yeah.
Theremin.
Theremin, yeah.
Theremin.
It's not a tea.
Yeah.
It sounds like something you drink. It's a Theremin tea. Yeah, to try out. Now, of course, here on the show, we like to ask random questions. We have been asking you guys about the production side of everything. Now, in comes to success for you guys. When individually, you guys are successful. You guys have united as well. Now, as far as being an artist, doing this now professionally, how has life been? And what was that first purchase you've made with the first money that you have made as an artist? Start with Ranga.
I think only recently I kind of, because I'm still not signed to a label, so I keep my masters and I get royalties per quarter. And the recent royalty that I got was pretty hefty. Not bad, not bad. So I kind of spoiled myself with some Prada loafers.
How about you, Shy?
Look at you.
I'm I really don't like to spend a lot because whenever I spend, I'm like, oh no. I would say I do remember the first thing that I bought music wise was Logic, which is the software for to make music. Non-music related, I think I spend most of my money like buying CDs of other artists. So recently, I went to Taiwan and I got a CD of one of my favorite bands from Taiwan, and also I got Men I Trust CD, which is another band that I really like. Yeah, so that's yeah.
Okay. More on like the music side of things are what you would usually spend on. And I mean, actually, speaking of the music, if there was one song that you wish you had written, what song would that be? Maybe we'll start with.
That's a good question. There's so many. Do you know? I think it has to be Daniel Caesar's Best Part. I wish I wrote that.
Beautiful song.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Shai?
Um,
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
This
dun,
is so hard.
It's a hard question.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll say a very popular song. Do you know it's between The Less I Know the Better by Tame Impala. I think everybody knows that song because of the
Ooh,
bass
yes.
line. And then the other one I think would be Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. I think that's a very classic song.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's timeless. It still sounds so good. Yeah.
Up to now, you just gotta have some,
Yes.
some cranberry juice and a nice skateboard. You be chilling along the coast. You know what I'm saying? Now, with it, I mean, you guys making all that money, traveling, and spending stuff and all. Who is the most famous person you guys have ever met? You could remember so far.
Shai's met a lot. I know Shai has met so many people. Yeah. Who have I met? I can't remember.
Shai.
In 2016, I was a very, very big Shawn Mendes fan. So I went to the airport and I got a photo with him. And then I think it was 2018 that I managed to meet him at his show when he played in Singapore. But it was just like a hello, bye photo opportunity thing. I think the most interaction I've had with anyone would be I met Jackson Wang when he came to Singapore recently. And in the end, my mom talked to him more than me because she was outside and for some reason they didn't let her in. So I told him like, oh, my mom's a really big fan and she's stuck outside. And he was like, oh, just let her in. And then he let her in and then they just started talking and I was like, okay, I'll just stand here then. Yeah, but he was really sweet.
And I mean, speaking of these, international artists that you look up to, if you could have like one dream collaboration, what would it be? Let's manifest it for you.
Keshi for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the song? What would be the song that you would write about?
About love. He's so good at writing about love, right? It has to be about love.
Mm.
Get all the ladies gushing too, right? Oh, right. Oh, it's like kind of shy.
uh, my favorite artist at the moment is called Joe, DJO. And
Mhm.
fun fact, he is Joe Keery, which is Steve Harrington in Stranger Things.
Stranger
So I
Things.
only just realized that it was him, but I would love to collab with him. Wow.
And if you could collaborate on a song, what kind of like genre or topic would it be?
His instrumentals are amazing. So I feel like the song's instrumentals will be like most of what, like, the depth of it will be the song's instrumentals. But
Mhm.
in terms of lyrics, I don't know, I guess it could be about anything. I feel like he could write a song about oranges and it would be like, whoa, that's so good.
You'll have like sort of a build up, probably with a flute as well, right? Ranga and Shai joining us, of course. Shai is over in Korea where it's below zero, and Ranga is just chilling over in Singapore. Now we have just been talking about their music. Of course, they're collectively known as Tofu. For you two, as songwriters and producers, what was the happiest line from a song that you have ever written? And what was the saddest or the most difficult song to perform? That line that you guys have ever written. Shy.
Ooh.
Oh. Um, there is a song called Love You that I wrote. I never intended to release it or originally because it was just like a demo that I uploaded on SoundCloud. But this Spanish YouTube account found it and they sort of repost songs. So they reposted it and it got like over 2 million views. So I had a lot of people asking me, am I going to release this? So in the end, I did, and it became my first song to reach 1 million. And there's one of my listeners, who got one of the lyrics tattooed. So that was, whoa, yeah.
What was the line?
Whoa.
If I'm not wrong, it was a part of the song goes, when everything feels like it's torn apart, look to the moon and know you're in my heart. If I'm not wrong, that's like one of the lines from within that short paragraph. He got it tattooed. Yeah, so that was very insane because a tattoo is so permanent.
So
Mhm.
painful.
Mhm.
I mean, right?
Happiest lyric. It has to be an unreleased song. I recently just made it, so I can't really talk about it.
Mhm.
But the most personal and saddest song I've ever written is my most popular one. It's called "Confidence in Me." So the opening, it says, "When I look up in the mirror, all I see is nothing but all my flaws, negative thoughts in the shower. I can't seem to accept who I am." So it's just like a really personal song that I nearly didn't put out because I was too scared. It just, I don't know how people would react to it, but I guess they all relate to it somehow.
I mean, when you say that you're kind of scared when you release a song is it the vulnerableness of the track and your feelings there? How do you overcome that?
I think you just tell yourself it's gonna be all right,
Mhm.
and just go for it. Like, yeah, and hope for the best.
Hey, that's what it's all about.
Mhm.
And we are hoping for the best for the releases for you
Mhm.
guys. Of course, 2023. The holiday season is upon us. We are 20 days away from
Yes.
Christmas. What would be that one gift you guys would love to receive?
Hmm. At this point, anything. I'll be happy with anything. Food,
Another
probably
pair
just
of
food.
Prada loafers.
Yeah, some loafers.
Or that.
I would like a pink one. Happy,
Hey,
right? Shy, how about you?
maybe.
I would love another pet, either a cat or a rabbit. but my mom will kill me.
Just make sure your mom is listening.
He's so adorable,
So
right?
cute.
What would be the name of your pet?
I don't know because I have a cat now, and we couldn't decide what to name her, so we just kept calling her Cat, and now she responds to Cat. So it's a bit, we can't really do anything. But if I had another cat, I don't know. I feel like I would name it something very like classy, like Sir something or like Duchess something.
So cute. And I mean, okay, speaking of the holidays, do you guys have holiday plans? Will you be spending it where you are now or will you be traveling?
I'll be here. I'll be at Singapore.
Making
I
some beat,
will be
working.
Yeah.
in Singapore too. I'll be in Singapore too because last year I wasn't. I was in the US, so it'll be nice to spend Christmas back home now. Yeah.
Hey, more exciting stuff. Well, thank you guys for taking time to join us. We wish we could have you guys longer. But in store
you.
for 2023, your fans, so you're going to be coming down in the Philippines. Are we going to be expecting a tour from Tofu? And also message to all your fans here.
Hopefully one day we'll visit the Philippines as Tofu. We don't know yet, but I just want to say thank you to the listeners and just stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and have a good holiday.
Hey, my man. Also Shy, the lady with the cat.
Yeah, we don't know yet. Hopefully there's an opportunity because I think it would be really fun to meet everyone. And yeah, till we meet, I hope everyone is healthy and at home with their families for the holiday season. Please take care of yourselves and the people around you. And yeah, woohoo!
Well, we look forward to seeing you. Hope you guys can come to the Philippines. But thank you again so much for guesting here on All Out today. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Ryan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Take care.
All right, and
Take
great
care.
chili crabs and salted egg in Singapore. All right, you guys take care. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
There you
holidays.
have it, man. Collaborations in the massive proportions, right? When it comes to music, producing, creativity, all that and more from our group Tofu. That was cool. That was cool. We
I
learned a lot.
know, yeah.
Yeah,
Some good young energy. I mean, they're just, they're just taking off. So we look forward to all that's to come for them.
And for everybody that's tuned in, name her cat for crying out loud. Let's start a little campaign. All right. Name her cat. Yeah. Till then, once again, my name is Rico Robles.
I'm Kayla Rivera.
This has been another Monster exclusive interview.
Monster exclusive interview. Monster exclusive interview. Only from Manila's hottest. Monster RX 93.1.